We just got a new trailer, gameplay, and details for this month's spooky Crash Team Racing Nitro-fueled Grand Prix, Nina's Nightmare. Let's take a look. How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to yet another Crash Team Racing Nitro-fueled video. Yes, I'm aware I just made one yesterday, but this time we got a look at this month's spooky Grand Prix, Nina's Nightmare. Okay, there's a lot to go over here, so I'm going to try and discuss it at a decent pace instead of rushing through it. Let's start with the character reveals and skins. We already saw this one coming. Nina Cortex. Okay, so her in-game model does reflect the art we seen yesterday. Unlike her debut game, Twinsanity, where she was mute like Crash, Nina now has fully spoken voice lines like in Crash Tag Team Racing and Crash of the Titans.
What do you want?
Now, to be honest, I can't exactly point out who is doing Nina's voice here. It could be possible that her VA from Crash of the Titans is doing Nina's voice again in Crash Team Racing Nitro-fueled. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Another two fan-requested characters are returning in this Grand Prix, Komodo Mo and Nitrous Brio, who are available in the pit stop, while Nina Cortex and Werewolf Tiny can be unlocked with Nitro points. Speaking of the pit stop, it'll include more spooky themed items, including skins, which I'll get back to, but the items from the first Grand Prix, the Nitro Tour, will return to the pit stop for this month's Grand Prix. So for those who didn't get those items from that Grand Prix, there you go. Okay, back to the skins available in the pit stop. We got Lion Purra, Dark Coco, and Monster Fake Crash, which were all listed in the recent data mine. There's Humpty Entrance, Firefighter Dingodile, Witch Tana, Pirate Papu, which we already seen about a week or so ago, and there's Metalhead Oxide. Why am I getting the idea it'll be a Jak and Daxter inspired skin? Frankenstein Brio skin is not in this list, but it is in one of the screenshots. Nina has what appears to be a legendary unlockable skin for gold tier. Not sure what it is though. As for carts, the Skull Rider is unlockable in the pit stop. Again, from Crash Tag Team Racing. There's the Nautilus, not sure if it's from Crash Tag Team Racing. But the Phantom cart, ornated with candles and piano keys, is inspired by the Organ Grinder cart from Crash Tag Team Racing. Both the Nautilus and the Phantom are unlockable in the Nitro gauge. Of course, once again, we get a new championship cart and decal for the top 5% on the leaderboards, with, of course, Nina Cortex being on the said decal. Before I get into the details from Activision's blog post, I wanted to quickly show you guys some screenshots of Nina's Nightmare, which the article confirms it takes place inside of Nina Cortex's mind, which, if you ask me, the Haunted Manor really gives off the Twinsanity feel of, well, the surroundings. Speaking of Twinsanity, this painting of Nina in the background may or may not be a reference to her painting Cortex has in Twinsanity. Just wanted to point that out. Now onto the article details, which I'll link in the description below if you want to check it out. I'm not reading it all, just the highlights. Navigate the dark recesses of Nina Cortex's mind in Nina's Nightmare. In this new track, you will race through misty marshes, eerie gardens, and twisty hallways of a haunted manor. Dodge your way around pumpkins, spitting green ooze that can slow you down to a dead stop. Keep your head in twisted hallways under the foreboding eyes of ancestors long since passed. Then confront the most terrifying sight of all, a beastly spider pumpkin bent on stomping you into the ground. While we're on the subject of the track, gameplay started popping up as I was writing this script. What you're seeing is from Tealgamemaster's channel, so be sure to check out his channel in the link below. The track looks fantastic and the very definition of spooky. Probably my new favorite track above Spyro's. Like I mentioned earlier about the Nina picture frame. Yeah, there's one for Twin Sanity's Madame Amberly as you exit the Haunted Manor, which could quite possibly be the Academy of Evil. What was announced in the article was the highly requested feature to swap driving styles. We've heard you loud and clear. In CTRNF, it is now possible to select your desired driving style regardless of the character you choose to race with. Get that top speed with Crash, or take those sharp turns with Crunch. You can now pick your favorite style and your favorite racer at the same time. I actually like this, as it can add another level of complexity, so you can play as whatever character you want, regardless of whether or not you're good in that class or not. On top of that, a new drift driving style has been added to the mix, making a 5th driving style to choose from. Finally, the driving styles have been renamed to more clearly describe their function. Beginner is now turn. Intermediate A is now balanced. Intermediate B is now accelerated. And advanced is now speed. These driving styles will be able to be selected at the same time you are selecting your racer before each race. A 6th classic driving style will select your character's original driving style by default. There's also a new challenge type for this Grand Prix called Ghost Hunt. For the duration of this Grand Prix, breaking certain crates will release a mischievous ghost that was trapped inside. Catch up to it to capture it and complete Grand Prix challenges. The more of these crates you break, the more ghosts will be flying around, and more challenges can be completed. Note, you can only see the ones you released and they won't get in the way of the race. They are only to be captured if you dare. Wampa time bonus will carry over to all game modes, including adventure and local arcade, as long as your console is connected to the internet, that is. Players now have the opportunity to earn 2 times Wampa coins for the first 30 minutes of racing per day. A new cup race is introduced called the Lost Cup. This race includes Oxide Station, Clockwork Wampa, Twilight Tour, and Prehistoric Playground. Also, just like the Spyro Grand Prix, Nina has taken over the main menu screen for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. This one was actually funny and kind of cool. I still like Spyro's though. Anyways guys, I think I've said quite enough for this video. And what are your thoughts on all of this? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below. And as usual, thanks so much for supporting the channel and watching. Once again everyone, I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye.